Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and I'm going to be playing some Wasteland 2 today. This is not a Let's Play. This is just kind of like my Destiny thing, where I'm just going to play a little bit, because that's what I'm doing, and I'll record it and talk a little bit about it. So, Wasteland 2 was a Kickstarter project that I backed. I don't remember how much I backed, but I put some money into it, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then they came out with like a beta or something, but I wasn't really interested in that. I just want the real game to come out, and so here it is. And most people probably don't remember the original Wasteland. I didn't play it, actually, so the only reason that I backed this is I know that Wasteland was kind of the major inspiration for the Fallout series, which is some of my favorite games of all time. So Wasteland 2, I understood, was going to be kind of basically another Fallout game in all but name. And so here we are now. And I've played about maybe an hour or so. I'm a little tiny bit ways in. I got my crew, and I traveled here to... Well, okay, I guess I'll explain the plot as far as I know. You're part of this group known as the Desert Rangers, which are kind of the justice of this post-apocalyptic world. A lot of people have mixed opinions about the Rangers. Some say that they are a bit overt in their force that they use, you know. The Rangers kind of believe in necessary evil and, you know, things like that. So there's a lot of mixed opinions and stuff like you have to deal with hostile interpretations of the Rangers, but some people like you, and so you can kind of be dicks if you want, or you can be the upstanding force of justice that you should be. And so we just kind of joined at the start, and the game just kind of throws you into it, really. It definitely doesn't have the same epic start as something like Fallout did, but yeah, so started here at the Ranger Citadel. We were sent to this radio tower to find out what happened to this guy, another ranger that was murdered. And so we found out about him, and we picked up his mission, and we got to finish it, which means we got to go to a couple places here, High Pool and the AG Center, and attach some transmitters to some radio towers, and blah 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 blah. So I just cleared out High Pool for the most part. They were being attacked by these raiders, the wrecking crew, but now they want me to go to the stronghold and really just put an end to these wrecking crews. So we're gonna travel there and get to some combat, I'm sure. Okay, so I would say my first major complaint about this game is the graphical design. And this extends definitely to just how the game, the art style and everything for the game, but it also extends to the UI and things like that. Like, if you just look at this game, it doesn't feel like a game that came out in 2014, you know? It feels a little dated, you know, if you look at the texture work and stuff like that, and there's something about this kind of style of game where it's kind of tactical combat and somewhat isometric, and then it's very kind of 3D, you know. Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2 I could never ever get into, just because of the way the graphical style was, and I feel kind of similar about this. And so it just doesn't have the same charm as, you know, those old school isometric games like Baldur's Gate and Fallout and Planescape Torment and stuff like that. It just feels like it's stuck in between two genres of design. So yeah, that's kind of off-putting as well. But there's also the UI design. It feels kind of cheap. It feels kind of indie. I don't know. Like if I go into the menu here, and you go to the options menu, like it just, I don't know. There's no elegance to it really. It's just kind of And you know, if we go into the character menu, you know, it's definitely functional. It's very functional. I haven't had any complaints about how it all works together, but it just doesn't look pretty, you know? So I'm not crazy about the graphic design and the art design, the art style. I imagine we'll get into combat pretty quick here. Okay, so if we can switch to our sniper out of range. Okay, so you can get off a kind of a pop shot if you want, and then here's the combat. It kind of is basically in between Fallout, the old school Fallouts, and XCOM. I haven't there's no like I want to say VATS, but I'm not like the old school version of VATS. I haven't seen a way to aim at any body parts. I don't think that really exists. If it does, they were not very intuitive with explaining it. But so basically you just fire, and you can do different things. You can crouch if you want, which will basically increase your evade chance and your hit chance, but it costs a couple action points to do. You can set up an ambush, which is kind of like Overwatch from XCOM. You can also go for headshots, which do double damage but minus 40% hit chance, which means I've never, I mean, I guess once you get better with your shit and you're aiming at 100%, you might choose to do it, but so there you can see you can go behind cover and you get a bonus to evasion and stuff like that. There are melee weapons, unarmed, energy weapons, shotguns, assault rifles, submachine guns, explosives. You get kind of the whole gamut. And so I kind of just waltzed in here in this terrible area. The one thing I do like is you can conserve action points. Not all your action points. I think you only get 1 or 2 saved. But that's really nice, because if you know, in like Fallout or something, if you had extra action points left over, they were just gone. Okay. There we go. Sniper rifles are pretty good as always. Well, that's bad. You gotta do more damage than that. Now, big bow I got here with the nail board. He can lay some smack down if he wants, or he'll miss, and so then I'm kind of screwed. I am playing on the easiest difficulty because I didn't want any trouble. I heard this game can be kind of brutal, so I didn't want to deal with all that crap. Oh shit. Yeah, see, this is bad. Shotgun has that kind of Okay, you can free aim then, so you don't have to... There we go. Alright. Pretty much, if you have a team of snipers, you're probably good to go. I try to pick a pretty balanced team, though. 4 action points to reload is ridiculous. You can do better than that. Come on. You know, you get kind of cool stuff like that where they just melt. I like that. He's dead. Alright. Can you hit... Okay, 48% chance. Sight block. Okay, then it's this guy. Boom. And sniper is just the best. Just like XCOM. Yeah, so, you know, combat, I haven't done a great deal, and it's still pretty simple from the start of the game. You know, there's not a whole lot going on. You shoot and you get shot at, and, you know, keeping in mind that I'm not playing on... Well, I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, so I don't make a tremendous amount of tactical decisions. It's just kind of move in, mow everything down. But I'm not really... I don't... Like, whenever I play Fallout, or Fallout 2, I play it, you know, once a year. I don't tend to go for just all combat, because the combat does tend to get a little samey. I mean, it's fun, it definitely is, and I enjoy it, but when I'm playing a Fallout game, I'm going to be, you know, doing the conversation thing, you know? That's where my enjoyment comes from. So that's why for my main character, I set him up as a major conversationalist with the added bonus of shotgun skills for when the conversation goes south. So in that aspect, it's okay, but like this stronghold here, there was no talking at all, nothing. You saw it. You saw everything. I walked in, and I guess I did shoot the guy. But he was red. He was hot. He would have shot me. Trust me. So that brings me to pretty much my major complaint with this game. Is it's not Fallout. No shit, right? But Fallout 2. I'm not talking about those new fake Fallouts. I'm talking about real Fallout. They have just this charm to them and this kind of polish, you know, where you can sit there and you're playing these games and you're like, these games are timeless, basically. I can play this game every year for the rest of my life, and I probably will. There's just something so right about them that I don't see it here. You know, just the simple things like the start of the game. Like, the start of this game was just so... I didn't care about anything, you know? It's like, okay, you're part of the Desert Rangers. Welcome aboard. Go find this guy who's murdered. Okay, go ahead. It's just like, okay, I'm on like a side quest. That's what it felt. It felt like a side quest right away. It's just like, whatever. Whereas in Fallout, you know, it's like, okay, you've been born and raised in this vault, and you're the first person to like get out because you need this water chip, and you feel like through the whole game this chip, that's like the main thing, and it is the main thing, but you know you're always looking for it. And it's like this big deal when the vault doors open and you see the sunlight just pouring into the cave, and you're like, holy shit, this is some real stuff. And so that's just one example of, you know, the difference. But just the whole tone of the game feels different. This is a very serious game for the most part. And I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same. I didn't really expect it to, I guess, but this game just doesn't have the same heart that I really wanted. It's functional. Like, that is pretty much everything I can say about the game. Is it's functional. That was a lucky shot. I kind of feel like I'd rather play XCOM, to be honest. XCOM looks far better, and the combat's more interesting. So really, what this game has over XCOM is, you know, the story and the conversation and stuff like that. But I'm not sure if it's good enough. So after you slaughter everything in sight, you get to loot. And looting is better in this game than... Well, I guess it's kind of different. You get 4 people in this, and so you can just click distribute all. And this will put shit in people's bags that the game thinks would most utilize it. Which is handy. Okay, so here you got something buried, so you go... We're going to level up by calling it in.
Echo 1. Congratulations, Echo 1.
Okay, and so Mangg leveled up. He's a senior specialist now. And so here I can show you the skills. Okay, so for weapon skills you have assault rifles, bladed, blunt, brawling, energy, handguns, heavy weapons, sniper rifles, submachine guns, and shotguns. So quite the run-up. You can go whatever you want. But skill points are kind of valuable, so you're not going to go into more than one, likely, if you want to be good at it. I mean, look at how far this goes up. And if I want to get another skill to level 2, that takes 4 of all my points. So you could, I guess, but there's no real reason to. So then you have general skills. Animal Whisperer. This might open up some dialogue options. I'm not sure. If this were Fallout, it definitely would, but I'm not sure here. But this skill will calm them and keep them from attacking you. Okay. Barter. Reduce prices when buying stuff. Brute Force. Big Bow has this. You can smash down locked doors and stuff. And then there's the 3 conversation ones. There's Hard Ass, Kiss Ass, and Smart Ass. So I took Smart Ass. And these basically just are different dialogue options that will occasionally pop up. And so you'll see the little icon, and if you don't have enough points in Hard Ass, can't do it. If you don't have enough points in Kiss Ass, can't do it. And I already came up to one that required 4 points in Smart Ass, and I was like, and I'm not gonna like go back to the guy just to find out that option. I'm not gonna remember, so it's like, okay, great. I'm a smart ass, but I'm not enough of a smart ass, because that's a lot of points in a smart ass. Yeah, I can't even. It's gonna be all my points to get up to 4. Perception lets you see traps and alarms and stuff. Weaponsmithing, which lets you attach new things to your guns or your melee weapons. That's cool. And these are grayed out. I don't know what these are. Then you have alarm disarming, computer science, demolitions, field medic, lock picking, mechanical repair, safe cracking, surgeon, and toaster repair. That's just like a joke, I guess. I don't know. Who's going to put points in that their first time through? Because I don't know. Maybe there are a lot of toasters, and that's like a huge deal, but I'm not going to put points into that. And so surgeon is different than field medic. Field medic just restores hit points and can remove some effects. Surgeon revives down party members, and it can remove other effects. So there's a lot of a lot of different shit. Like, safe cracking is different than lock picking, which is different than alarm disarming. You could have probably lumped those into one skill, I think. At the very least, lock picking and safe cracking should be in the same skill. Come on. It's like, even with 4 people, you're never going to have all the skills you need for any situation. You're not going to be able to do an all-around shit, so. I guess I like talking, and this is the talking thing, so sure. You can't be a smart ass and a hard ass and a kiss ass and be good at all of it, so. Alright, so let's bust out the shovel. Go to town on this pile. And so there's some scrap, some sniper ammo, and a library card. Here's a box. It might be trapped. I don't know. It's not. So there's some more ammo. We can distribute that. Hopefully it gives it to the right people. Okay, so this is locked. Now, I'm not sure if we can brute force this. We cannot. Can we dynamite it? We cannot. So the only way to get in that, is, since it's a safe, is safe cracking. So if you don't have that skill, go screw yourself. That's basically how it works. Okay, giant. Okay, and so just by looking at this statue, it gives you a skill point. I saw another statue like that. I don't know what's with that. And, yeah, so that's the stronghold, I guess. Not much else going on. And you just loot everything, and then I guess we go back and say, hey, we did it. Maybe there'll be a reward. And so there's ladders and elevation and stuff, and I mean, that's definitely like an XCOM type thing that was not in the Fallout games, which is, I mean, that's a nice addition. And so really, this game just makes me wish that there was another Fallout game like the old style. That's what this makes me wish for. And this is just like a cheap imitation is what it feels like. It's like, why should I play this game when I could still have fun playing Fallout 2? I kind of like the overmap here, the overworld map. You know, it definitely could look better, but it's interesting. You know, the Fallout overworld maps were very just basic functional stuff. Little green circles representing areas, where here, you know, it's a bit prettier. I don't know why your caravan is represented by just this bronze star. They could do better than that. But I'm not terribly upset with that. I like that they could afford one and precisely one loading screen and nothing else. That's great. There's just really nothing new here, you know? Like, I feel like I've seen pretty much all this stuff before. And use demolitions to re-aim this mortar. I critically failed. I wonder if that means I can't do it again. I guess it means I can do it again, so I'm not sure what a critical failure does. There, I succeeded. Fire! Yeah, so I assume if I hadn't already killed everything, that would have taken care of them. I don't know what other people are saying about this game. I haven't looked at anything, you know, I haven't looked at any reviews or thoughts or anything, so really I'm just speaking from my own perspective here. And I know, much like Destiny, I haven't played a great deal of this game, but you should be able to get a feeling for a game pretty early on, and I have expressed my feeling. This game I was not as hyped up for as something like Pillars of Eternity or the Torment game. Those are things I'm really hyped for, and I'm really hoping they don't suck. This was kind of like, okay, Wasteland, maybe it'll be like, you know, the old school Fallouts. Maybe not.
I ain't ready to place all my hope and trust in the Rangers just yet. But I sure do thank you for cleaning up the last of them wreckers. Now, if you'd only take a look at the irrigation tunnels, you just might be ready to kiss and make up. You're taking steps in the right direction, Rangers. Keep going.
Yeah, like I said, people don't entirely trust the Rangers. Okay, so we can level up again.
Echo 1. Echo 1. Congratulations, Echo.
Alright, so Big Bo, he's got 4 points, so we can put it in Blunt. He's a hard ass, brute force. I haven't really found anything that I just couldn't do. And Demolition's like, you'd think with the mortar or something you critically fail, it'd like explode, but no, I guess it would just let me keep trying until I succeeded. So I'm not sure how many points I need in Demolition. And it's just like, do I just keep throwing points around? So, okay, I have a safe cracker now. But, like, you're going to come across stuff where you need, like, a level 6 safe cracker. Because, like, look at this. Level 3, if you get a challenge level 6 plus safe, you just can't do it. But then you get up to 6, you have a 60% chance. But then what happens if you fail? Does it break? I don't know. So it's like, you're gonna need to keep investing points into it. You're making like a commitment. So I don't know. I don't know. Just take the Blunt. It's simple. It works. It does things. Taco bitch. Energy weapons. Field medic. And I don't know. Alarm disarming. I guess lockpicking. Sure, you know. Alright, and then I need... Okay, so now I need to get to the irrigation tunnels, which I guess might be over here. Okay, they use the crane. Power needs to be restored. I assume I can't just, like, repair it. Nope. Nope. Okay. I don't know. It feels like kind of a... like there wasn't a lot of love put into the game, which is strange. Like, why even make this project if you're not gonna love it? But again, I haven't played the original Wasteland, So maybe this is just kind of a nostalgic thing. I don't know. I don't know how well this game is going to sell, or the reviews. I'm going to have to see what other people are saying. An attractive young woman in maintenance overalls, though thoroughly panicked at the moment. Sweat plasters her hair to her forehead and her hands shake with fear.
It's hopeless. I can't fix it in time. We're ruined. Who's there? Wreckers. Please don't kill. Oh, Rangers. You're here. Finally, some good news. I knew you'd show up. I knew Bergen was wrong about you. And you must have chased off those wreckers or you wouldn't be down here. Well, that's Crisis 1 solved anyway. Only Crisis 2 and Crisis 3 to go.
Yeah, and so it's got kind of a dialogue system for keywords, like Morrowind or Shadowrun. So you just kind of click through. Bergen. Not everything is voice acted, just the key stuff. Okay, I cleared it out. All right. I'm trying to convince everybody to make me the new mayor. And so there's just a lot of text, and I don't really care. Like, look at all these options. I'm just gonna click through. I'm gonna show you. This is how much reading you can do. If you really freaking love reading in your video games, look at all that shit. Like, that's intense, man.
Great. Head out and find those valves. I'll track your progress from the readouts up here.
I can honestly say I'd rather read a book. Seriously? Maybe I should have listened to what she had to say. Okay, what section are we in? Oh, okay. Oh, I understand. Hey, there's a valve. And look, it's a Akita figurine. +1 animal whisperer. Great. Like, I don't know. I just don't think I can recommend this game. If you were looking for a recommendation. I guess if you've played all the classic, you know, you've played Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Planescape Torment, Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale, Arcanum. Like, go play Arcanum instead of this. That game's got some love in it. Or maybe I just hate video games now. I don't know. Look, here's a giant cockroach. How do we feel about that? It's kind of disgusting. Big Bo's gonna smack your ass down. Boom. Concussion. Don't worry, I'll get rid of that concussion. Uh-oh. Got more coming out of the woodworks. Alright. 28%. That seems really low. Why doesn't it tell you why it's so shit? Maybe I'm too close? Oh yeah. I can figure stuff out. Concussed. Miss. There you go. And so you get more XP, and, you know, it is what it is. Like, being able to aim at specific body parts, that's such, like, a good feature. Maybe that's in here, I don't think it is. Okay, yeah, point blank is minus 30%. Okay. And that's it. Like, I just came over here to fight some cockroaches. I guess. Sure. Alright, so it's a safe, but I took lockpicking, so it doesn't help me. There's a trap for 7 damage, which is basically nothing. Yeah, whatever. I guess I wouldn't just take my, you know, statements as fact here. You know, if the game looks interesting to you and you like the style, you can check it out. But only have juice for 3 lights at a time. Just makes things tricky, doesn't it? Yuck. Pre-war cellular phone in pristine condition. How in the world did they manage to shrink a phone to the size of a brick? It is very impressive. Betamax, the entertainment technology of the future. And that's closed. Just feels kind of tedious. Wait, more cockroaches. Oh, come Are you serious? Wow, that's some XCOM bullshit right there. And my weapon jam. Like, why do weapon jams need to exist? Why does that have to be a thing, you know? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh man. Then you gotta spend your whole turn, so you lose your whole turn because it jams, and then you have to spend your whole next turn unjamming it. Oh my god. What are the odds of this? What are the odds of this? Oh my god. Yes. There we go.
Copy, Echo 1. Echo 1.
Yay, level up. Awesome. It's just great. Alright, so that's Wasteland 2, if you were curious. I don't know. It's a Kickstarter thing, man. I've been bummed by a couple Kickstarters now, actually. One was just a physical product that I'm not sure what I was thinking backing that. But it was a cheap investment, so it didn't matter too much. This, I'm pretty sure, was not incredibly cheap. I'm gonna have to go back and I'm not even sure if I want to go back and look how much I backed. Maybe I should just let things lie. But yeah, I highly doubt I'll ever beat this game. Maybe I'll play it some more, give it some more chances to impress. But so far, it hasn't done an incredible job of doing that. So. Or maybe I'm just getting sick of video games. It's a possibility. Or I'm buying into too much hype. Maybe that's it. But, yeah. So it is what it is. Hopefully, better games are coming soon, like Shadows of Mordor or something. But there are still more Kickstarter projects on the way that I have high hopes for, so one of these has got to be good. But my name is Mang. This has been some Wasteland 2, and I'll see you guys around.